spent, and I was already losing my will to live. It wasn't so much the things that I had to do, but the things I didn't get to do. Yeah, prison Transylvania was no joke. And I wasn't in there for any fault of mine. It was a one-of-its-kind voluntary imprisonment facility. The term said, if you could escape or see out your entire sentence, you could win $1 million. And that's why I was in there. My cell consisted of a small bed, an old table, a candle, an old Bible, an old telephone, and a toilet. I felt ancient. And the prison guards, they believed more in physical than verbal communication. But then came December 31st, the last day of the year. But more importantly, it was the day of the Redicalatron, a day every prisoner looked forward to. I was ushered to a huge auditorium and the guard closed the door behind me. In front of me at the center of the stage, I saw an old wizardly figure flanked on either side before me. He was announcing in a croaky voice, "Today the past meets the future. A face of here and a hand of there, and freedom is yours to smell." What I gathered from the rest of his enigmatic description was that today there was going to be a face-off between two teams, each comprised of prisoners, the oldies and the newbies. The newbies espoused the ideas of modern living, whereas the oldies were a little more conservative. For today's battle, the newbies were to be in the role of prison guards, whereas the oldies, they would take up the roles of prisoners. There would be 3 rounds, and the first team to win 2 of those rounds would be declared the winner, and the winner gets to leave Transylvania. That was the big prize. I was really looking forward to it. All of a sudden, a cell formed around the oldies, not too different from my own cell. 3 cards appeared in mid-air: sight, sound, smell. The newbies, now dressed like prison guards, clicked on the sight card. That was the beginning of round 1. They were presented with another host of options ranging all the way from tiny LEDs to big floodlights. They went with the brightest, the most powerful, blinding floodlight. The oldies, on the other hand, just had the rickety old candle to fight back with. I thought the round was over even before it had begun. What chance did they stand? The newbies increased the brightness of the light to its maximum and trained it at the cell of the oldies. But the oldies weren't ready to give up yet. They came together in a huddle and shielded their eyes from the blinding glares. After a few minutes, this was getting visibly frustrating for the newbies. They decided it was time to enter the cell and break up the huddle. One of them kicked at the cage door, but it didn't move. "Team effort, guys," shouted the leader. They dropped the floodlight, moved in unison towards the cell, and tugged at the door together. Immediately, however, they fell back on the floor, writhing in pain, their hands looking like grilled meat. The oldies had used the candle flame to heat up the metallic cage, and this had gone unnoticed by almost everyone because of the blinding glares of the floodlight. Now it was the turn of the oldies to act. They jumped up, rushed out of the cage, and shouted, "Soul, damn light," and blew at the candle. The candle turned into a flamethrower, jarring the newbies, and round 1 was over. For round 2, the oldies now selected the sound card. One of them went inside the cell and fetched the old telephone. They shouted some more magical words, and the telephone cord grew 100-fold in length. They proceeded to tie up the newbies using the cord, while the newbies were still on the floor, still recovering from the defeat of the last round. Round 2 was also done and dusted in no time. Game, set, match. Standing there in the audience, my mind was blown. Wow, what did I just witness? Now you guys might be thinking, it was a nice thing to see and a nice thing to witness from the audience, but did I really gain anything else from it? Did I learn anything? Well, let's see. Today, you're listening to a Millennial Talk. Happy New Year, guys.